Hey, people. Every day is always some crap going on, all kinds of stuff going on. And today is no different. Today is no different. I'm looking down summer and January where my insurance premium is going to double. And I have no other choice but to pay it. Find a way to pay it. Because I'm, if we didn't have insurance, my medical bills would be out of sight. Totally out of sight. Out of sight. I have knee surgery coming up. The bill for just the hospital is 80 some $1,000. And I'm only going to be in there for 4 hours. This crap is ridiculous. Healthcare in this country is out of sight. I couldn't believe the bill when they sent it to me. They sent me a pre-bill. They said, okay, this is how much this shit is going to cost you. $83,000. And they estimated that the doctor by himself, he only going to be seeing me for about maybe a half hour. He gets $4,000. I ain't got the anesthesiologist bill. I don't have the daggone bill for my rehab. The healthcare industry people is a son of a gun. So I'm gonna leave that alone. That's been dominating my day, but that's it. So now we got to talk about the what are they calling them now? The pedophile in chief. He's no longer the commander in chief. He's the pedophile in chief.
I mean, it's the rage of the news now.
They don't know where he at. They trying to find him. He's been missing for 21 hours. he, he's going out.
Well, let's hope you don't tell Hesek to blow up Venezuela.
he,
Try
he,
to change the subject.
he can't even change the subject. He can't even change the subject. Even the Republicans is on his ass. he, he, he been trying to hide this stuff for I don't know how long. He done called in a couple of them Republican representatives who's supposed to vote for the bill. He trying to tell them, don't don't vote for it. Everything is fine. Evidently, they done opened the floodgates up because they most of these folks said they can abide by a whole lot of stuff, but being a pedophile against children, that's they done, they done drew a line. They got a line in the mark. They got a line in the sand. I can't cross that. You out there having sex with your baby, you in trouble. We can't protect you.
They said that, well, Kelly, whatever her name is, Kelly, the lady that was on Fox News, said that, well, my understanding, he didn't, he like, like them 15, 16-year-old girls that look older. He didn't deal with those 8-year-olds and 5-year-olds like Epstein.
Hell, she
Well,
gonna try to.
that's something that really big, really really big. Pedophilia. These people, and I don't know how it is over there in Georgia, but over here where I'm at, in certain counties, they catch them all the time dealing with these little young kids. It's crazy. I mean, everybody got their thing, but that right there is like, what did Jesus say? You heard one of these little children, you might as well put a noose around your neck and jump in the ditch, dump in the river or the sea or whatever. Putting your hands on children, mistreating children, is probably one of the worst things that you can do. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I don't understand it, but that's we've been in this world for a long time, and this ain't new. It's just that they getting exposed, more exposed, exposure. So, and it's all the rage now. That's all they're talking about. All on YouTube, all on national TV, everything. I mean, there's no other news that people want to talk about. I was
It's,
looking
it's,
at saying, well,
it's
and what
outrageous,
came
man.
up, you know,
It's outrageous. When the man sent an email to his brother and had Trump picture on that thing, do you want him to be around your daughter?
mm,
Do you want him? You don't want him to be around your daughter. That's got to be. It came out of his estate. Supposedly, the FBI and the Department of Justice had this stuff, but they tried to sweep it under the rug, but they can't do it. If it wasn't for his estate, probably a lot of that stuff would be still hid because the Department of Justice they wasn't going to bring it out, and the FBI wasn't going to bring it out, and they knew what was going on. They knew. Pam Bondi knew back in February when they first put her into that job, Attorney General. She knew what was in there. She knew that stuff was bad, but wouldn't say nothing, hiding it. No, Ted, I don't. There's no excuse. I don't care. And Megyn Kelly, she might as well be capitulated with him. She throw her in the daggone same thing too. She must be a pedophile too. If she's gonna sit there and justify what that man done, well, because they 16 and they look like they might have been older than that. That man knew how old them girls were, sitting on his lap, and you knew Putin knew about it because he probably was. He had them over there in Russia, probably doing the same thing over there. They know about it. A lot of them knew about it, but they didn't want to say anything. Eli knew about it. Musk knew about it. He brought the crap up. He knew it. They knew.
well, he's trying to get on Elon Musk's side, because Elon is the one that basically said that we need more talent, and so he suggested that bring 600,000 people here in America who's got talent, and he's dogging American people. I think it was 600,000. Is it 600,000? Something like that. I don't want to misquote how many. I don't know if it was 100,000, 600,000 people. Supposed to be skilled and give them permission to come over here. Because we don't have enough talent.
Yep, 65% of the country, he said, is dumb. They don't know what they're doing. They're too stupid. And that's all his. That's all his MAGA folks. Those are all MAGA people.
Well, I was thinking, I'm kind of switching gears here, but I'm going to throw this out there, and this is just, I'm going to bring some facts, but it's really my opinion. All the airlines that we have is subsidized by the government, taxpayer dollars. All of it is subsidized by the taxpayer dollars. Although they are on the market, half a dozen of them or so, and the only thing that they do is almost like they, like presidents or the CEO of the NBA. They purchase the planes and they hire the pilots and the stewardess and maintenance people. But all of those towers and everywhere else is taken care of by the government.
Mm-hmm.
We pay for it.
Yep.
And security, we pay for it. And no doubt, they probably don't even own the towers. It's the state, it's the federal or state. I don't know all the details on it, but we pay for it. So that's billions and billions of dollars that the taxpayer is paying, and then they charge us an arm and a leg to fly. The cost to them is their upkeep in their planes, their maintenance, gas it up, and hire their pilots and maintenance people and stewardess. Even the people that are responsible for getting them to the airport, the runways, federal government. It's not the airlines. Now these airlines make, when they got in trouble in 2020 when people would stop flying and they started losing money, we bailed them out, taxpayer dollars. So what is the deal with that? What is it? Why are we, the taxpayers, paying for their businesses, and not only that, giving them security for the people to get on the plane? Tell me, I don't understand it. And they might only have, they might have a couple of hundred planes. They got they got a couple of planes that a couple of hundred planes they own all over the country, and they're responsible for that. But everything else, the taxpayer is paying for it. They're supposed to be a legitimate. This is capitalism. You know, they don't subsidize grocery stores, or do they? We don't know, do we? That's all I'm saying. And we got to get to the grocery store and buy food, pick up our food and everything. I mean, they're supposed to be a capitalist business. That means that they should, from soup to nuts, they should be able to pay all their expenses and their own security. If I own a major high-rise business and it's a commercial business and people renting and what have you, I'm responsible in that business because I'm renting. I have to have security for that business, along with maintenance and janitorial service and whatever, upkeep, the whole 9 yards. So why are we subsidizing the airlines? And they're making profits.
It's been that way.
I'm just bringing it up. I mean, because I'm looking at all of this mess that's going on, and people delay. I'm listening to the local news here in Florida, hundreds of thousands of flights being canceled.
Yep, all the way into Thanksgiving and maybe even into December. We don't know. And the transportation secretary blaming the shutdown on it. Well, the shutdown caused all this. We gonna have to cancel all these flights. But he hasn't told the public and everything what the heck he has done and stuff. They laid off people and they dog people out. People don't come to work and everything, and they suspend them and stuff and everything, all kind of crazy stuff. And so when they suspended them, I guess the people say, "Hey, I've been suspended, so hey, I can't come to work for a week or two, or else I'm suspend me for 30 days," which takes them all the way into Christmas holiday.
Well, it's a funny thing, and I was looking at their salaries. The starting salary is right around 100,000. That's the starting salary. Most of those people that's been there for some years making up to 150 or more.
They deserve it.
I don't know what they deserve.
They
All I know
deserve it.
is that that's not the average salary for the average American.
The air traffic controller salary has always been high, even when Ronald Reagan was the president. Their salary was close to $100,000 or more then a year. And they're saying that the pressure of being an air traffic controller demands that they have that kind of a salary because there's a lot of training involved, a lot of critical decision making that's happening and stuff hourly, every minute. So they have to pay them accordingly.
Well, if we, I'm going to say this, here's the United States, and we're responsible for all the computer systems, software, all of that. How come we haven't been keeping it up?
Nobody wants to spend their money. Just like our electric grid, nobody wants to spend that money. They want to, like capitalism and stuff, when they dealing with profit and stuff over anything else, then that's what happens. The same thing happens out there in the federal government. They got
Well, the
other,
airlines don't have to pay for it. That's got to do with the government.
well, the airline charges up for it. I think if you look at your ticket and everything, you're going to see there's an airport cost and stuff there. Even your your rental car companies and stuff and everything, they have a cost and stuff that they include in it to your rental car if they have rental car service and stuff on the airport. If you look at your bill and stuff from other those uh, stands that are inside the airport, they have a cost built in and stuff and everything that they have to pay the federal government or the state government or the city government, whoever owns the airport. And
Well,
that goes to pay for all those services and stuff that are showing up. Now, the ever since they implemented TSA and everything, that's coming directly from the federal government. Those payments and stuff and everything. But the cities or the county or the state, whoever owns the airport, they add a cost and stuff to everybody who comes out there who do business. And the airline tickets the same way. The airline sitting out there, they got to pay a cost for it. They included in their ticket price. So we pay for it, yeah, but it's included in the ticket cost. But getting back to what you're saying about the upkeep of the computers and stuff, I'm throwing that back out there again. We have a bad record and stuff and everything in not keeping up our infrastructure. Everything has to do with infrastructure. We don't upgrade our computer systems. We don't upgrade nothing at all. Heck, Ted, some state governments and federal governments and stuff and everything still use uh, Windows XP on their computer system, and that X Windows XP has been non-existent and stuff and everything for over a decade or more. We do not spend the money to upgrade our systems, and
Well,
we need to do that. You have to constantly, and I don't care if you're a government or you're a capitalist business or whatever, you have to continue to upgrade your services.
I'm gonna just put it like this: when George W. Bush was in office, I think our total national debt was less than $10 trillion. Maybe way less than that. And you would think that these knuckleheads, I'm talking about Congress, would work on things that has to be done in this country. But what they chose was military. A lot of people made a lot of money with these military contracts, these subcontractors. And instead of building up America, they decided to handouts. We already know the story of Dick Cheney and his business, and then the Prince and his business, and on and on. So many people just made millions of dollars off the state tax, off the American people, instead of building infrastructure, fixing the airline system, fixing the roads, fixing the bridges, all of that. And when President Obama got in office, when he got in office, he he tried to figure out what to do as far as infrastructure, and he found out that hey, there's a whole lot of work you got to do with that, buddy. A lot of stuff. He was
Well,
focused. He could.
not only that, Ted. There were projects that he had decided to give to the state governments and everything
Yep.
to help them to do these projects and to consider having high speed rail.
Yep.
And your governor, who is a senator now and stuff, turned that money down. Scott, he was the governor and stuff at that time when
No,
they
that was
gave him that
Bush.
money.
That
Huh?
was Bush.
I thought it was Scott.
That was Bush.
Well, one of them turned it down. He gave them $4 billion
It was
federal
more than
money.
that. It was more than that.
Well, what I heard was $4 billion, and he gave that money to them. He said, "I'm gonna send you the money down there to do the study," and they sent the money back.
The thing is,
So,
Ed, is that the reason why I'm bringing all this up. I brought that airline thing up, and the Pentagon. That they have pretty much raped America. And I ain't talking about the military soldiers. I'm talking about these politicians and people that run the money. The thing is that these people, they found a honey, what you call it, a honey pot, and they found it, and they realized, hey, we can start our own NGOs and make billions of dollars, or we can start our own corporation off the military instead of building up this country and making it the best country and the glorious country in the world. Now, grant you, there is a whole lot of high rises all over the country that's been built. I've been here for 30 years. When I first came here to live in the Tampa area, I don't think Tampa had 3 high rise buildings. Now they got a couple of 3 dozen of them. That's all that's money, bro. And I ain't even counting St. Pete and Clearwater over there in Sarasota. High-rise buildings all over the place. Commercial and residential condominiums. And that's all over the country, these big cities. So this is what they decided to do instead of really making America probably one of the gorgeous countries in the world.
I just did my Google search, and it was Scott who turned that money down. Governor Scott turned that money down. I did a search. Google said it was Rick Scott.
No, it was Bush.
They said I got it right here. It says that Rick Scott turned that money down. Rick Scott. I'm pretty sure it was Rick Scott who turned that money down. It wasn't Bush. It was Scott.
Go ahead and talk, and I'm gonna do my search, and I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, it was Scott who turned that money down. But my thing and stuff, Ted, is that because of the fact that we did not and have not and still are not putting money into our infrastructure and everything, right now it is hurting this country, tremendously. And if we had spent at least a couple of $1 billion into upgrading our electrical grid system and everything in this country and everything now, our utility costs and stuff for these huge data centers and stuff that they're building now for AI, it would not be as hard. It would not be as devastating and stuff to our pockets and stuff and everything as far as electric costs, because we would have did something and stuff about increasing our electrical grid and stuff up to a point and everything that where we would be able to, instead of having a regular electrical grid and stuff and everything, that grid would be able to handle a heck of a lot more electricity demand and stuff that it can handle and stuff right now. And if they continue to build these data centers like they have planned on building, it is going to break our electrical grid system. It is going to, our system is not going to be able to handle it. Even if the price is going up, the grid and stuff cannot handle what these data centers are taking. Some of these data centers and stuff are using as much electricity as a major city, a medium-sized city, which is a huge amount of electricity. And there's no way that grid can handle that. We need to upgrade a heck of a lot more of our infrastructure than we have been doing. If we don't do something about our highway system and stuff and everything, with all this trucking and stuff going on and everything within our country, it is going to break us down and stuff and everything. We are not going to be able to handle it. Our rail system and stuff and everything is not going to be able to handle the amount of people that is in this country and everything, and the amount of products and everything that we have to move daily and stuff to deal with the needs and stuff of our population. We cannot do it. And if somebody does not bite that bullet and do something about it and everything, I see Biden did something about it. got the Infrastructure Act passed and everything, and now Trump comes in there and he shuts down all these projects that are going on. But these projects are needed. That project with those farmers and stuff for their solar systems and their wind energy and stuff is needed. These people need this stuff, and he done shut it all down.
Okay, time out. Yes, Governor Jeb Bush turned down a high-speed rail project connecting Tampa to Orlando by video, video and funding and supporting the repeal of a 2000 state constitution amendment. He
I'm
turned it
talking.
down, bro.
I was talking about Obama had given the state of Florida money for
Yeah, he
Jacksonville
turned
to
it down.
Miami, not to.
Oh, well, you was talking to Jackson. I'm talking
Yeah,
to
that was
Tampa,
this one was
Tampa
going
to
to
Orlando,
Jacksonville to Miami, and
Tampa to Orlando.
he turned Obama's, because I said Obama gave him some money, $4 billion, and he turned it down. It was Obama I was talking about. That was Scott who turned that down. Oh man, my CGM is took off. It took off on me and everything. Shut up.
What's that?
My continuous monitor. I had
What does
just
that
finished.
mean?
I just finished eating something, and whenever I eat something, my sugar goes up.
What you got to do?
Nothing. I just watch it, and if it gets too damn high, I'll just mm, mm. It'll crash it out. It'll sand back down. I'm waiting on my body to handle it, to get that sugar back down. But if it doesn't and stuff, I got some stuff that'll set it back down. But if it gets too high,
Well, you better keep your eye on it.
well, that's why I got this CGM. If I eat something, it's gonna go up. I'm telling you, it's gonna go up, especially if I have some coffee. Anyway, people, we have a country that is in dire trouble.
Well, I don't think the country's in
We
trouble.
we we have countries and stuff outside of these United States, and they are bypassing us as far as trade, as far as finances, everything. When you see Canada, who is our northern neighbor, and Mexico, our southern neighbors and stuff, saying, "Damn, United States, we gonna trade with each other."
Well, listen.
When you see the citizenry from Canada and from the citizenry from the European Union and all the other countries and stuff and everything are not visiting these United States, it is hurting us.
Ed, 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 here's the thing. Here's the thing that you have to realize is
I'm
that,
realizing it. Go ahead.
I mean, what I'm saying is, what you're saying is absolutely right and correct. However, the thing is do we have the people to rise up? Now, we had almost 10 million, 7 to 10 million people that marched of No Kings. That ain't enough.
But we don't have to have. We shouldn't have to have 10 million people. I didn't see uh, Joe Biden pull out, had to wait until 10 million people came forth and said, we need some help when this COVID crisis was going on. He didn't have to do that. He went into action to help save the country, to do what needed to be done, put people to work. He went into, he didn't care if there was a red state or a blue state. Whoever asked for the money, he gave it to them. We need to do this. We all in this thing together. We don't need 10 million people. We don't need 20 million people. We need some elected official who are going to take some responsibility and everything to do something about what's going on in this country. It didn't take Dwight D. Eisenhower or 10 million people to notify him that we needed an interstate transportation system and stuff through this country. He didn't do that. That wasn't because of 10 million people. He did that because he knew we needed it. And we're still on those same interstate highway systems. And we're patching up these roads. We
What else
should be
did he
going
say?
in there and redoing this whole damn thing. Just go
What
in
else
there
did he
and
say?
redo the whole thing.
What else did he say? He said, I want y'all to watch this industrial military complex that's going to destroy our country. Basically, what he was saying. And here it is right now, bro. When you got $26 trillion missing, all I'm saying is that these politicians, they have, I mean, you know, Ed, I'm going to tell you something. If you got a little bit of money, you know, you got some of these politicians, they come in there rich and then they leave richer. But you got some of these politicians, they ain't never had a, you know, they got pennies, they've been living off of pennies, nickels, and dimes, and people, and then they figure out the system, how to get money. Then, you know, all of a sudden now they, you know, got 4 or 5 million, 6 million, $10 million. To them, that's a big deal. You know, hang the people. I'll do what I can with some of my people and sort of kind of satisfy them, but I'm not going to go all out and do all the things that's got to be done. They run around here playing politics. They do more politicking than and dealing with the people, for the people. You know, hang this politics. I was listening to some of those people, man, all they was doing was talking politics. The people is the ones that need to be lifted up. The educational side. I'm gonna keep on saying it. The educational systems, all of that stuff need to be keep lifting. They need to lift this stuff up and get these things together. But you got to put the right people in there. There's a lot of smart people that's in Congress and in the Senate, and they want to do stuff to
Well,
help the people.
we didn't put the right folks in there, even though we told them. The people told them the man getting ready to screw this country up. People, he
Yeah,
getting ready to screw you.
but you know,
He getting ready to screw you. And we hollering it to the top of our voices. He
yes, we
getting
did.
ready to screw you.
Hey, we did, and
And
probably 10,000 other people.
and most of us said, "Oh, we ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do this." All them Hispanic folks went out there and said, "Oh, he ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna throw us out of this country." all all our folks sat down there and said, "He gonna give us $2,000, so we gonna vote for him." And then the rest of them said, "It don't matter. It don't matter. My vote don't matter. I ain't gonna go and vote. I ain't gonna leave and go over there and stand in line and do no vote. I don't need to do that. It ain't gonna help. It ain't gonna help me." And there he is now. He got his thing out and he's screwing this shit out of us.
Yeah, because you know, not only Ed, not only the farmers are going bankrupt, but you got a lot of businesses now that's going bankrupt.
Hey, we told him it was coming. Everybody knew it was coming. Them businesses that sit out there and say, "Oh well, he ain't gonna bother us. He gonna give us some money." He ain't gave nothing. Them farmers went out there. He gonna take care of us. Trump gonna take care of us. He gonna give us money. The first time he gave it to him, but he ain't gave him a dime this time.
Well,
Not one quarter.
let me throw this at you too. We know how AI works, and a lot of other people know how AI works. And AI is all about coding, and just all you're doing is copying stuff that people, and they get information, and different people come up with different ideas and they put their stuff in there. And a lot of times that stuff, it's not even right. Or it might be close to it, but it's not all together. So what they have to do is they have to go in and then they read the stuff and then they tweak it to their benefit. But the point is that they're spending billions and billions of dollars on this AI because they want to get ahead of the game. I'm talking about these major corporations, but all they're doing is copying information that's out there that's been fed into their software system or their coding, and then and that's it. And then they can
Yeah,
use it. Yeah, it will take
I
it.
got to, I have to disagree with you on that point.
Okay, go ahead with it.
I have to disagree with you on that point. It's a lot more into artificial intelligence than that. Just copying somebody's stuff. It's not copying somebody's stuff. It's taking people's ideas, innovative ideas, and improving upon them.
It's the same thing, bro.
No, it's not. It's not copying. It's taking people's innovative ideas and improving upon them.
And
You
what
have people out there. You have people out there who have ideas that is in their heads right now to do something as far as research is concerned, to improve, to get a better medicine, to do things and stuff a lot better, to deal with your internet, your high speed internet, to deal with all kinds of stuff, but deal with an improvement and stuff as far as your video conferencing and videos or whatever, to do something better and everything with producing applications that are set up and everything for logistical purposes or whatever, or to sit there and have a submarine that you're building that you're not going to build the same way you built it back 20 years ago. You're going to improve upon that, on the design and the structure and the structure of the submarine or the airplanes. You got those things out there. All everything that we have to deal with, there AI is used to improve upon it, not to
well,
copy it.
let me ask you a question then. Where is AI getting that information?
What do you mean?
Where are they getting the information?
Where is it at?
Yeah, where are they getting the? Where is automation intelligence, artificial intelligence, getting that information from?
They're getting the information for the people who put it in, who put the
Thank
information
you,
in.
thank
It's
you,
not copying.
thank
That
you.
is taking
Now you
innovative
have.
ideas.
Listen to
Exactly
what
what I
let me
said. It is,
finish.
they are
Let me
not
finish.
copying. They're
Let
taking
me
innovative
finish.
ideas and they're
Let me
making them
finish.
better.
Let me finish. If you got a few people, and we're talking different sectors that are highly skilled and intelligent, and they using AI and they putting stuff in and using and putting their own ideas in there and what have you, and you got, you might have maybe 25 or 30, whatever sector it might be in, and they using their brains to put that in there, and they putting their own ideas in there. Where's the innovation at? All they doing, and so therefore you coming in.
Innovation and stuff comes for the improvement of the different products and stuff that we are using today. That's where the improvement comes in at. They are improving upon on say your vehicle that you got out there. They're putting in
Ed,
new
I'm
and
talking about.
innovative
Ed,
innovative modules and stuff inside of your car and stuff to help that car
Ed,
run to
Ed.
become a lot more efficient and stuff and everything
All
over
I'm
the long
saying
run.
is that you have to have smart people who
And I
know.
didn't say that you didn't need smart people. I
Okay,
said they're
then.
taking
So,
people's innovative ideas and they are helping them to
but
improve
those are
the
certain
innovative
sectors.
ideas. If I
Certain
sit
sectors.
down here and I put together a program, I'm gonna go over there. I get to a certain point, and I said, "Damn, how do I put all this stuff together? I need somebody to summarize my ideas. I'm gonna bring up my Chat GPT, and I'm gonna input that data that I just created and stuff in my own head, and I'm gonna say, Chat, read this stuff and summarize it for me so I can be able to project it to a person and stuff who is a Rhodes Scholar. Or I want to be able to project these ideas to a person who is
Okay,
in the seventh
where did it
grade.
come from, man?
And AI will sit there and
Where
do
did
it.
it
They will
come
take
from,
that
man?
data that I just put in
I
there
just
and
asked you a question.
they will
Where did
create
it
it
come from,
they
man?
will set it to a point to where a 10th grader and stuff could read that idea, or a person who is a Rhodes Scholar would also be able to understand exactly what the heck
But the Rhodes
I'm getting
Scholar
ready
do
to
not
say.
know how to code, bro.
He doesn't have to know how to code.
Yes, he do.
No, he doesn't.
What I mean is that he has to have a coder in order
He
for
does
that
not. You
information to
don't
get.
understand artificial intelligence, my man. You don't understand artificial intelligence. You don't have to do
I
any
don't think
coding.
you understand. I don't think you understand how coding works.
I understand coding.
Well, then, therefore, in order for coding to work, you have to have people in order to deal with that because you might have people that know the language, but you got to have people to give them the information.
No, you don't.
Okay. So that's why people getting all kind of misinformation now.
No,
Because
it's
that's what's
not.
happening right now in the world. Right now,
No, it's not.
right
It's
now,
not.
what's happening is a lot of people are using AI and they're using it. And yeah, some of that stuff it makes it a little bit easier, you know. But right now, it's a toy. That's all it is. And yeah, you might get rid of some of the people because it's just paper shuffling, and that might cut down a few employees. But the point is that when it comes to certain sectors you have to have smart people, innovative people, and then those coder people are dealing with them to pick their
You
brains so that all of
don't
that information get in there.
have to learn coding
I didn't say
to
they had to learn
use
coding. I said they have
artificial
to deal with
intelligence.
coding people.
You don't have to do that. The machines already know about coding. They've already been trained on coding. They don't even have to worry about that. You don't have to bother coding because the machines already know it. That's why
Okay,
they call. That's why they
you heard it
call
here,
these things.
folks.
They call them
You heard
large
it here, folks.
language machines.
It's a scam.
It's not a scam.
I'm telling you right now, it's a scam. Just like
It's not a
Bitcoin is a
scam.
scam.
It ain't a
All of it is
scam.
a scam. Bitcoin AI is a scam.
It's a scam. Well, that scam is going to be
You
around for
heard
a
it here,
long
folks.
time. That scam is going to be around for a long time,
Oh
and that
yeah, well,
scam
it's
is
got
going
it
to
got
take
some
that's
benefits.
and that scam is going to be used
Because
by
let me
a
tell you
whole lot of
something.
people.
I didn't call AI and so many lies, and then they try to correct it and all that bullshit. It's full of bullshit. It serves some purpose, but it ain't worth billions and billions and trillions of
Yes,
dollars,
it
man.
is. It's worth everything that I pay for it. People pay to use artificial
It's
intelligence.
just a scam, bro. They want you to
It's
pay
worth what we
$100,
pay
$200 a
for.
month.
It's worth what we paying for.
Well, let me
Anytime
ask you
I
a question.
anytime
Let me ask
anytime
you a
I
question.
use my artificial
Let me
intelligence,
ask you a question. I'm off of the AI. I'm gonna ask you a question. One of the biggest scammers that was who ever lived is Ellison. And you know what kind of products that he sold mostly? Did you know how he made his money? I mean,
not
you supposed to be so brainiac. Come on, tell me, how did he make his money?
I'm trying to understand who you're talking about.
Ellison. Oracle.
What Ellison? What's
I
his
just
name?
told you.
What's his
Oracle.
name? Who?
Oracle. The one
Oracle.
that runs Oracle. He bought CBS and all that.
Oh, okay. That's okay. I know the Ellison you're talking about now. Go ahead.
Okay, now you know.
Because
Okay.
there's another Ellison out there who's
Now the thing is,
he is the
here.
he is the Attorney General for the state of Minnesota. His name is Keith Ellison. So I
Now,
didn't
why
even
would I
know.
even talk about him?
Yeah,
I'm
well,
talking
I didn't
about
know you
tech.
said
I'm
Ellison.
talking about
You
tech,
said
brother.
Ellison. You said
Anyway,
Ellison.
let me just say this. Let me say this. You know, if you ever did business with him or his company, you know, his big thing, you know, he made his money because he started off in software. Well, he was one of the greatest salesmen in the world but a lot of his software didn't even work. A lot of his shit didn't even work, but he was charging people subscriptions for it, and you could not buy it right out because they own the shit. So now, if I want to go to another software company and take my data to another software, you can't do that shit.
Well, that's because it's proprietary.
That's bullshit. That's my
That's
information.
proprietary.
That's
That's
my information.
that is
Now,
proprietary.
well, you
Everybody
could put
has. I
proprietary,
can't.
whatever.
I
What
can't
I'm
take.
saying
I
is,
can't
if
take.
I
I
if
can't
I
take
have a
my Apple
business,
software
if I
and
have
put
a
it on
business,
and put it onto
if I
Windows and
have a
stuff and say it's
business
gonna be
and
okay.
I'm purchasing his software for my business,
Then His
and I
software
say,
is
you know what?
his
Wait a
software
minute,
is
let me finish. You know
proprietary.
what? I'm tired of using your software. I'm gonna take my data and I'm gonna use over here, ABC over here.
And you
And they say,
can't
I'm
do
sorry,
that.
sir,
He's
you
not going to
cannot
allow
do
you to
that.
do that
They don't
because
allow you to do that.
when you get his software, it's
That's
proprietary, and
why I tell you it's a
anytime you use
scam.
his software
It's
and
a
everything,
scam.
it belongs to him.
It's a scam.
Anytime you
It's a
put stuff out
scam.
there on the internet,
It's a
it
scam.
belongs. That stuff
That's not
belongs to them.
capitalism. That's control.
When we
That's
put
not capitalism. That's control.
when we put our videos on YouTube, those videos belong to YouTube. They do not belong to us anymore. It belongs to Google. Anything out there on their stuff is on their platform belongs to them. They can use
That
it.
is not true.
Yes, it is.
You
It
can put
belongs to
these
them.
videos on your own personal website.
Well, as long as on your website, not on YouTube
Thank
site.
you. Thank you. You can't do that
Not
with
on
software.
YouTube. Now you can't. But if you're using somebody else's software, that belongs to them. You cannot take their software and everything and give it to somebody else. You can't do that. That's illegal. I can sue you for that because that's my copyright. Anyway, we at the end of our show here, brother. We didn't argue. We didn't argue our way into over almost 55 minutes. What's your
Well,
last word?
my last word is this: is that, well, you know, the word trying times, you know, that's a little bit much. But the thing is that we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I believe that we're gonna be all right. The thing
Well,
is that these people, there are a lot of people that's being exposed. I am so thankful to God that these people are being exposed. You know, forget about that Epstein shit. That's wonderful. They want to deal with that. Okay. But what I'm saying is a lot of these politicians are being exposed. I don't know if you heard them people, Ed. They don't give a shit about the American people, the
I know they
Republicans.
don't. I know they
So,
don't.
so I'm saying, but the thing is that I'm gonna use the word: wake up, America, wake up. You got to start putting people in the office, the right people that's gonna be benefiting you and not themselves. Wake up, America. That's my last word.
Wake up. I guess that's got to be our thing too. That's going to be the headlines for our show today. Wake up, America. I'm writing it down.
Wake up, man. Come on.
Okay, I got it. That's our headline for the day, sir. Hey, wake up, America. I got it. I wrote it down. It's sitting there. When you see the show, it's going to say, the headline going to say, wake up, America. And
All for the okie doke.
that I can't add anything else to it. Wake up, America, and watch our show. Goodbye.